Los Angeles. Hey, Kenyatta, what's on your mind today?
I'm not going to bore you with telling you how happy I am that you've gotten through the worst parts of COVID, because that was something that we shared at almost the same time. I'm glad you're back in the chair. Now, I'm going to try to keep my powder dry. I'm going to try to keep my powder dry here, Tom, because I got a lot to say, and I know I've got a brief time to say it, and I know I'm going to probably upset some of your listeners, but that's tough. I don't care about Juneteenth. I call it Joke-teenth. And the reason it's a joke is because, first of all, there's something called the 13th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which very specifically states that neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist in the United States. Well, I got to tell you something. The United States has more prisoners than any place in the world. And roughly almost 2 million people were incarcerated in the U.S. at the end of 2023. Disproportionately, they look exactly like those Alkebulanian slaves that people are talking about they're celebrating that were, quote-unquote, emancipated. I don't care about that. I'll tell you something else. It took 17 years. In 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed Martin Luther King's holiday into law. It took 17 years till the year 2000 for all 50 states to...
Kenyatta, you just vanished.
Am I here now?
Yeah, you're back. I think you hit the mute button by
accident. I'm sorry. Anyway,
keep going.
It took 17 years for Martin Luther King's holiday to be observed since Reagan signed it into law in 1983. It took till 2000 before all 50 states would recognize that holiday. And by the way, states are not required to observe federal holidays. 3 years into Joe Biden signing Juneteenth into law, less than half the states recognize it. I don't care about tokens. I don't care about holidays. You know what I care about, Tom? I care about the incarceration rate of people that look like me in this country. I care about home ownership, infant mortality, which is the highest in the world for us. 84% of black children in the 8th grade cannot do math. 85% of them are functionally illiterate. Those numbers haven't changed in the 60 years I've been on this earth. I don't care about none of that. I want those numbers to change. And whoever and whatever, I don't care if it's Donald Trump, an orangutan, somebody burning crosses, Barack Obama, a male, a female, a transgender person, I don't care. I'm interested in those numbers. That's all I got.
I agree. Okay, well, that was a good one, Kenyatta. That was a great rant. And I hope you turn it into a great Substack newsletter. Thank you.
It's just been published. It's just been published, sir. It's just been published, sir. Should be on your desktop in a minute.
Okay, so people can go over to Substack.com and just plug in Kenyatta, and your newsletter will pop right up, and they can read it and subscribe to it for free. I encourage them to do so. Kenyatta, thanks for the call. That was a great rant.